Hello lovelies. In today's video we have all these ingredients layout that we're going to be using to make our recipe, and we have the oil that we're going to be preparing our jollof rice with. So in a clean pot we're going to add the oil to the clean pot and let it heat up that much because we're cooking a big quantity of rice. It's a party rice. So we leave the oil to cook, to heat up. And then when it heat up, we go ahead and add our diced onions into the heated oil, just like this. We don't want the oil to be too hot, that way it's not going to burn when we pour our onions in. So we put generous amount of onions, and then we just distribute it evenly by stirring it in the oil and allow it to cook for like 2 minutes to infuse the flavor of the onions into the oil. That's what makes our jollof rice classic. Next, we're going in with our tomato paste. We're using the Derica brand of the tomato paste. It's very rich, thick, that has been dehydrated from water. It's a thick paste and is all natural taste. So we prefer to use this brand because it kind of like give your jollof rice a unique taste. So we just squeeze it. It's a squeezable pack. They have it in can, but we have the squeezable type. We just squeeze it out, and our goal is to make sure this tomato fry in the oil to get rid of the tanginess of the tomatoes. And just like that, we spread it around to make sure it cook evenly for some minutes. This will allow the tanginess of the tomato to fry off and give it that sweet savory taste. So just like that, we stir. We make sure all the lumpy tomato paste is well combined. That way one side is not just a thick lumps of tomatoes. Now it's well combined with the onions, with the oil. So next we're adding our flavors, going in with curry. This curry gives your jollof rice that unique flavor that you like. We put generous amount because we're cooking good quantity for the party. And next we go in with the thyme, and we're going to add it because we want all these herbs, all these ingredients to infuse into that oil before we actually add the actual jollof and the rice that we're going to be making inside there. So everything is infusing, mixing together. It's like a melting pot. It's like a melting pot that is just getting everything diluted in one space. And now we're going here with our blended red pepper combo. So all this is pre-made. So that kind of like help. We added more pepper because it's a good quantity we're cooking. So you need a lot of bell pepper, tomatoes, onions, and spicy pepper combo for this achievement. So we added more. We stir it together just like that to combine everything with all the flavor of the thyme, the curry, and the onions that we already fry in the oil. So we let it cook for some minutes, and then we go in with more spices. There is this particular spicy, they call it spicity, that we love. It's actually made for jollof rice and stew, so we just like to add a good quantity of this to our jollof rice. It gives it another level of flavor. Like, people will just be wondering, like, what is in this jollof rice? This is one of our secret ingredient that we use to cook our jollof rice. You can see it's a mixture of some herbs and seasoning all combined together. in that package. And then we go in with that much Maggi cube. We're using the non cube. It's already open. Then we go ahead and add our bay leaf. We want more herb flavor inside that tomato combo. That way, that jollof rice can indeed come out good for the party. Like, we don't want anything to go wrong. Then we leave it to cook. Everything mixed together, the Maggi, everything, the salt. If you choose, you can use your hand to crush the Maggi before you add it. But because we have good amount of time to prep this tomato sauce, so we leave it on crush because we use our spoon to mash it together, make sure everything is combined. Next, we're going to be adding our washed parboiled rice to this mixture. The tomato is well cooked, and this is how our washed rice, our washed rice looks like. So we just make sure we combine the tomatoes that has all this seasoning, everything. We're just going to combine it together with the washed parboiled rice. This is a long grain. This is not basmati. This is not any kind of rice. It's just a regular parboiled rice that you can get in the market. And we did not cook the rice prior to this. We just wash it and pour it in the strainer to drain the excess water. That is why I kind of like stiff dry, because we have drained out the water that we used to wash it out. But it's still easily able to mix together just like this. Just take your time, make sure that you dissolve all the stickiness and let it well combine with the tomato sauce, just like that. And hey, your jollof rice is ready to steamer, and in no time we will be able to serve this. And now that everything is well combined together, we don't leave it, you don't see any, we don't leave any stone untouched. And you can see from the mixing, there is no Maggi cube. Everything is well dissolved before we add the jollof rice. Now we're adding some water. This, because we use a lot of flavor, we try to skip the broth, but you can actually add some broth like chicken broth, beef broth at this point. So this water is the one that will actually help your rice to simmer. You don't want to add too much water, you just want to add your water at the level of the rice, just like that. And you're going to go in and cover this up with some foil. Going to cover it up with some foil, and you have it. So see, after some minutes, this is what the jollof rice looks like. It looks so good. Then we're adding more flavor of vegetables, that's spring onions, to give it some color and some more fresh flavor. And next we added some onions, more onions. And then we're going to be adding some sliced tomatoes. So we're adding some sliced tomatoes. Look at the color of that jollof rice. It's looking so good, guys. The jollof rice looks so good, and you can feel the aroma here. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. And in no time, we're going to be able to taste this rice to make sure that it's just perfect. Look at that texture of jollof rice. Look at that texture of jollof rice. Look at the texture. You might be wondering that we did not add some salt. Yes, because as we go, we tasted our seasoning, our everything, and we have those seasoning that is already pre-mixed with salt. So we try to go low on salt because of all the seasoning we put together. So when you mix your tomato sauce together, if you taste it, if the quantity of the ingredient you put is not just enough, at that point you adjust for salt and add some salt to your desired taste. And hey guys, you have it. It's a smoky party jollof rice. We're just going to leave it for the heat of the rice. You can turn off the heat at this point. Let the heat from the cooked rice. Steam the tomatoes, steam the onion, the spring onion. Let everything combine together. Look how gorgeous this jollof rice looks. I mean, It is so gorgeous. And guys, we're going to give it a try. I am telling you, this jollof rice is everything you need for a party. And with this method, you never go wrong. Like, it comes out so good anytime we cook our jollof rice this way. We just cover it up and voila! After a few more steaming minutes, you have it. Our party jollof rice is ready and ready to be dished out at the party. Look at that. Did you see that? You can see the steaminess of that onion, not overcooked. That is just right. Just right. Thank you for watching. I hope you like this video. Give this recipe a try. Let's know what you think. And please like, share, and follow us for more recipe. Thank you and stay tuned.